Hey there, gang. Welcome back to Our Wyoming Life today as we're taking a look at some tech. Now, to get us started, I'd like to introduce you to the Bluetti AC300 and the B300 power stations. Now, this thing is pretty dang cool. I'm sure we're going to find a lot of uses for this thing around the ranch. Let me tell you about it really quick. This is a portable power unit, power station. It's really like no other that we've actually used here on the ranch before. We've used battery-based units, even gas generators, but this thing has a ton of features that I think will really make a difference to its usefulness here on the ranch. First of all, this is 3,000 watts of power. I had to do some quick math and figured out that if a phone charger uses about 15 watts of power to charge your phone, then we know that this will charge your phone 200 times before it needs recharging again. In fact, you can actually expand it up. These are the battery packs down here at the bottom. You can put more batteries on here, up to 4, giving you 12,000 watts of power. That's enough to actually run a whole house. Other quick things that I want to show you are the multiple AC and DC plugs here across the front and outlets. We've got the DC outputs, so we've got outputs here and here. That's like basically it's like a cigarette lighter one. We've got USB ports. We've got wireless charging on the top, and along with that, we also have a 30 amp plug. Which meaning that I could actually probably run a welder off this thing as well. There are seven different ways to recharge it. There's AC, solar, car, generator, battery, and an AC DC solar system that you can use as well. Another thing that I really worry about when I'm looking at these type of things, because you want to be able to get your money's worth out of them. So I start looking at the longevity of the batteries. Now this has an LiFePO4 battery. Basically, that just means it's lithium, iron, and phosphate battery. And what that means is a longer lifespan and high efficiency. In fact, it's been tested to over 3,500 cycles, meaning that you could basically discharge it and charge it every single day for almost 10 years with only a 20% power loss. My phone is only 6 months old and only charges to 80%. So if that gives you any indication there. Another cool thing about it is that we have an uninterruptible power supply, which means that if we do have the power go out, it automatically switches over to batteries right away. I can see all kinds of places to use this on the ranch, from making sure we don't lose meat in the freezers during power outages to running heaters or fans or even water wells for some of the animals. Now we're going to actually test this today in a couple of spots around the ranch. I've got a problem child of a tractor that's pretty far away from any electricity that we're going to actually try to get it up and running today. We're going to see if we can use this help out with pumping of stock tanks. We're cleaning stock tanks as we move towards the winter months. We're going to use a sump pump along with this power unit, so in a place where there really is no power. There is a really handy app for this that goes along with the unit. So we're going to actually take it in the back of the gator here. We're going to go out to the field for some real life testing right here on the ranch. So not only is this a battery backup power supply, but it can also be used for power, for a source of power anywhere. No need to worry about exhaust from a generator. And if you're an RV or a camper or off-grid, I don't need to tell you the advantages of having power when you need it. So we've got it loaded up here in the back of the gator. Let's get moving. Also, I have other projects coming up today, including we need to weigh the pigs. We're going to do that a little bit later. But first, we're going to head over to Erin's EPP tractor, which has some battery issues, and we're going to see if we can get it running with the Bluetti. So come along. We do have, actually, we have some snow on the way coming up this week. We're doing a lot of cleanup around the ranch right now. And I'm trying to get things moved around a little bit where they're a little bit easier to deal with, closer to home. Erin's got the EPP tractor. EPP is the nonprofit that Erin works with, the Edible Prairie Project. She is the founder of EPP. Co-founder actually, and so we're going to help her out. I want to get this tractor moved out of here. The problem is that we don't really use the tractor a whole lot or enough to keep the battery charged all the time, so it always seems to be dead every time I go over and start it up. But to move it, it needs power, and we need to get the thing started. So we're going to try using our power station today. For that, we're going to get it hooked up, let it charge up a little bit, and like I said, we do have some other projects along the way as well. So we're over here at the EPP tractor. Now this is a little 3039R. EPP uses it for a bunch of different reasons, or a bunch of different uses, but one of the problems is that it has a dead battery pretty much every time we go try to use it, as you can hear. So what we're going to do is actually hook it up to a battery charger, see if we can get it to start. We're just going to hook this little guy up directly onto the battery, if I can get my cords all figured out. In we go. Turn everything on. There we go. A little dusty. And turn on our AC outlets. That'll get our battery charger up and running, and we'll just give it a couple minutes. Stand here and ponder the meaning of life. I got nothing. But after a couple minutes, we will come over, we'll give it a try, see what happens. Hey, there we go, we're up and running. We can get this thing put away for winter. And now we're gonna head down in the field about 6 miles or so, 5 miles, something like that, where we're gonna use the Bluetti to actually help us pump out a stock pond, or a stock tank actually. And why we're gonna do that is actually because of the winter as well. Snow is coming, freezing temperatures are coming, and for water that never means a good thing. You know what, no sooner do I mention the weather that it starts to clear up a little bit. This is the stock tank we're dealing with. It's mostly empty, but it's still got some down on the bottom. It's gonna take a little while to pump out, and that's why I brought down a sump pump to be able to take care of this. And just like that, we're all set up and ready to go. We're still at 99%. I can find the end of my cord. We will get this stuff plugged in, get it up and rolling. Okay, turn our AC back on. And away it goes. Here comes our water. Pump is running, as is the Bluetti. So here's what I want to know. How long will this sump pump run? And right now it's showing that it's drawing 550 watts. So I'm gonna guess, I don't know, maybe like 7 hours, something like that. If this is a 3,000 watt system, which it is, should be about 7 hours, maybe, I don't know. We'll find out. Also, recharging this thing is extremely easy. All I have to do is just run it back to the shop and plug it in. So not too worried about that. Yeah, I guess I could charge my phone while I'm down here or whatever, but this really doesn't need me to sit and babysit it. We are gonna head back to the ranch where hopefully the sun is shining, and we are gonna move some pigs. Then we'll come back, we'll see how we did percentage wise, talk a little bit more about the Bluetti, and get you guys moving. So speaking of moving, let's go move some pigs where we don't need any power. Unfortunately, no amount of power whatsoever is going to help us out with our next project, and that is weighing pigs. I'm over here in the Aero-Equip corral system, and I need to go back because I need to start opening up some of these gates. We're weighing pigs, we're kind of doing a group weighing, so we're just going to bring in as many pigs as we can at a time, get them weighed up, and what we're trying to do is figure out when exactly these guys can go off to processing. We want them between about 300 pounds, 350, somewhere in there is where we want them. So we need to make sure that we time everything out about as good as possible. We have a bunch of pigs right now at processing. In fact, we had to order 2 new freezers to be able to fit them in. So they will be back here in a couple weeks probably. But these guys are going to be ready to go as well. So we got to make sure that we've got everything timed out correctly as far as gains, rate of gain, and how big these guys are going to be when it's time to go. Come on. Hi. Come on. Get. Come on, pig. As you probably know, moving pigs is about my least favorite thing to do. Come on, guys. Let's go. Go that way. That way. That way. Come on. Nope. Turn around. In fact, I'd rather move cows twice a day than have to move pigs once a month. But it is a necessary evil, so we are working these guys up towards the chute and the scale. Come on, guys. Turn around. Turn around. You guys are idiots. Come on. This is more like a battle of wits. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Get in there. Nope. Turn around. Okay. Now we got all the pigs moving, at least in the right direction. We got a few already loaded up here. I'll close these guys in. Get a head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Record that and let them out. We'll let in the next bunch. Come on, gang. Come on, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more animals. Come on, guys. Come on. Move it on up. Get on up in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. Up there. And our last one comes in at 219 pounds. Okay. Now, if I take a look at my summary, average animal weight is 210. So at 210 pounds, if we know that we want them to be about 300, so we have 90 pounds left to go, we figure about 2 pounds a day. So that's about 45 days. Easy, simple math to do. They did leave me a little winded. Okay, I gotta push these guys back into their corral, which isn't that big of a deal. And then we're gonna go back, we're gonna check on the Bluetti, see how it's doing on the removal of the water from the tank. It's now been running for about 45 minutes. So we'll be able to check it out and see how much it's actually using in an hour. And it can kind of give us an idea of how much time we have on that thing. I did look it up in the book. If you're using 500 watts, it says it should be good for about 9 hours. So I might have been a little bit off in my calculations, but we'll find out when we get down there. Let's put these pigs back away. We'll get back into tech. No, no, turn around. Alrighty, guys, let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, gang. Let's go. Is it just me, or are they learning where they're supposed to go? Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. This is not that hard. You guys are so tired. Come on. Come on. Nope. Go home. Okay. Come on, boys, girls. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Get back in your house. Come on. Come on. I don't know where you think you're going. You too. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Get back in here. There we go. And here we are back down here at the Bluetti, where we're going to take a look and see how much power we've used. The tank looks like it's pretty much dry. There's probably a little bit more that could be pumped out of there if I move the sump pump around a little bit, but let's really see what kind of power consumption we had. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and unplug our pump. We don't need it running anymore. We're going to take a look at our screen. Oh, it ran for about an hour. We're down to 93%, so that would actually work out about right. About 9 hours at 500 watts per hour. That's actually not bad at all, considering we only have the one battery on here. Pretty impressive piece of equipment. It's got our tank pretty much empty. As you can see back there behind me, a little bit of clean out left to do, but honestly, I'm pretty happy. And it's light, it's easy to move around. It's got all the benefits that I need. I don't have to haul around a fuel tank or a great big old heavy generator. This thing, I can just bring it out. And if I had more batteries, I could you know, stack batteries on top of each other to actually make it work the way, you know, for whatever application I may need. So Bluetti, good job. Also, good job weighing those pigs, if I don't say so myself. I am pretty impressed with the features. Really, the features are what makes the difference. Bluetti makes life just a little bit easier and backup power a little smarter and more reliable. Down in the description, I have some links for you if you'd like to find out more about this power unit. It's the AC300 and the B300. For me, here on the ranch, power just became one less thing that I have to worry about. And trust me, I have a lot to worry about. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me, guys. I do appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe, follow along as we explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. Preg checking is on the way. We've got hoof trimming and all kinds of crazy stuff that has to get done before the end of the year, or actually before winter really hits. And it's not that far off. It's deceiving today, but it's coming. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time right here on Our Wyoming Life.